All right, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Wavelengths Podcast. It's been a minute, but we're back once again. This is episode 18. I looked it up this time. I'm not fucking around. I'm in my fucking bag, gentlemen.
Executive
episode
producer.
18. It's executive producer things, all right? Only the best of the best know what fucking episode they're on, all right? I took some goddamn notes. As usual, I'm Clay, joined by my fantastic co-hosts. We got some crazy Halo shit to talk about. Obviously, it's been a ton of shit going on since we last got to talk with y'all here on this channel.
What did we talk about in the last podcast?
Fucking good question, bro. I was gonna say,
Hey,
literally,
he said
that was like,
hold on.
No.
He looked it up.
No. Hang on. Well, yeah, looked it up. I looked at the episode and.
What was the name of the episode?
What was the description?
Here, all right. You want to watch me pull it up again? Hold up. This is executive producer live in action. All right, watch this shit, bro. All right.
Well, I'm genuinely
We're going man on the
curious
street right here.
because I don't know what last thing that we covered was.
The last thing that we covered. Oh my god, I'm getting like educational videos.
I don't remember where we left off.
He's fumbling.
Infinite release date and new HCS teams. So the last shit that we talked about was when they announced the partnered teams for HCS.
And the release date, which was Cap.
And the release date, which ended up being Cap.
Well, it's because it's still not even December 8th, and the game's been out for
It's
2
still
weeks.
not even December 8th. This is going to go up. I don't even know what day this is going to go up. This is going to go up like the 2nd or the 3rd or some shit. But it's still not even the 8th. But anyway, obviously, main shit, Infinite's out, and it's been out for, what, like a week and a half at this point, because they dropped it. No, it's been out 2 weeks, right? Because they dropped it the 15th.
15th, yeah. 15 days it's been out.
Yep.
Right, so
We're at Tyler's wedding.
none of us knew that it was going to happen. I think, kind of like everybody else, we heard the rumor the night before, and it was kind of like, maybe they gonna fuck around and release it. It was like, hey, there's this big-ass Xbox thing happening. I wonder if they're going to release it. And all of us, with our plans, were like, oh shit, like, kind of be dope to play Infinite tomorrow, but like, would kind of like it to not come out of nowhere. But then the next morning they were like, by the way, here it is. Game's out. And we were like,
Yeah. And then
Oh,
weirdly,
shit.
the full Sentinels roster is in California, and all of the Optic
Yeah,
roster. They admitted it on the Optic podcast.
I was gonna say,
that Optic
those
knew.
motherfuckers knew, because they were all
They
posted
knew,
up in
and they
their
admitted
team
it.
facilities, sitting next to each
all of a
other, ready to
sudden.
go on day one in their jerseys on stream, like, yeah. But they didn't fucking tell us. So, we all had a trip planned for, what, the day after the release date is when most of us left? Or a couple
Y'all
days
left
after?
on
15th.
Wednesday.
I left the 17th, yeah.
Right.
So
So
I got to play the 15th and then 16th, but like,
and then
the
we
whole
all
time,
packed
I
up
was
and
like,
went to
I gotta
Georgia.
fucking go out of town tomorrow. So like, part of the grind was, you know,
It was a very hectic start. Yeah, I mean, we were so like, we were trying to make plans for like, what do we want to do December 8th for the launch? Do we want to be in the same spot? Are we not going to be in the same spot? Like, we're kind of planning out how we want to do our content, and then all of a sudden it's like, we're making these sort of final plans. Like, we're gonna go do this, and like I was gonna go to Houston for a couple days and kick it with Justin. We were gonna go to the Rockets Hornets game and all this shit.
Watch them win the Rockets Hornets game. And beat the Bulls on a three-peat, second to last in the league.
Three-peat.
Bro, listen,
3 games in a row is a
winning-
three-peat for
that's
Justin
not a-
now. Enjoy your
Stop calling
bottom
it a
16.
three-peat, dude.
Go!
Not
It
what
was
that is.
fuck the Rockets.
I'm calling that a three-peat till the day I die.
A little bit of context here. By the way, I know we're going a little bit off topic here, but we made a bet before this NBA season, which was a little bit misunderstood by myself, but
Play
we still
only.
took it. Right, yeah, we still took it. Our bet was that the Rockets are, they're not going to be a bottom 6 team, right?
Yes.
Is what
They
Justin's
will not
betting
be a
on?
bottom 6 team in the league, not in their conference.
In the league.
In the league.
At the end of the season,
And I said, hell no, they're a bottom 6 team.
right?
And it's a Caruso jersey on the line here. If I
So
win,
if Justin loses and the Houston Rockets at the end of the season are in the bottom 6, He's buying us Caruso jerseys.
Facts. We're getting Alex
I'm buying
Caruso
the whole
Bulls
gang.
jerseys. Facts.
Yes.
We're gonna be kidded, bro. But then, whose jersey am I?
But when
Okay.
the Rockets
sure.
are not bottom 6,
Right.
we will all
We
be
will-
wearing.
We will have Jalen
Jalen Green jerseys.
sales.
There you go.
Yeah, we either get Jalen Green or we get KPJ.
Did you
Depends
say,
on who's
did you
turning
say
up.
we'll be his first 3?
Yeah.
We're gonna be his
First
first 3
three
jersey
jersey
sales. Thanks, bro.
Oh, you funny bitch.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got jokes.
I'm telling you, bro.
All right. When your dumbass is wearing that jersey,
It's no shot.
Hey,
It's
bro,
no
it
shot.
So good.
happens. It happens. I'll rock the Jalen Green jersey. No shame.
Facts.
Hey,
I mean, Jalen Green
you
is
dear
nice.
viewers, whenever you see those jerseys, and we're gonna get the new fucking vintage one, the redone vintage ones that they have. Those jerseys are actually fire. The Rockets ones are good.
I was gonna
I
say
might
the
get
Rockets
one
do got some
anyways.
dope throwbacks. Like the '90s jerseys are like fire.
They are, and I might be buying another jersey anyway. I'm gonna get a rustic. Probably. It's
Maybe.
a good jersey, bro. I'm trying to speak, dude. It's really good. I fuck with it heavy.
But
So, anyways, back to Halo Infinite.
I'm gonna say, right?
Because that's what everybody cares to talk about, I'm sure, or listen to. I mean to say,
Yo,
people that are watching our podcast.
yeah, like 30 people just left. They're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, basketball? Hell nah, bro. I'm
Hell
out
nah.
this bitch. Yeah. But anyway, it was a little more hectic than we probably would have liked at the launch because we had to sort of all jump into motion out of nowhere that one morning when the shit dropped, and then what we ended up doing was we packed up all our shit and took it to Georgia, and so we all basically posted up at Dallas's house with setups, and we threw together I think 3 setups total, and we just kind of passed the controllers around. The 3 of us, Dallas, Shaw, and Tyler was
came
there
over
for a minute. Yeah,
Tyler came over. Congrats to Tyler.
Yeah, congrats to Tyler. That's why we were all there in Georgia. It was for his wedding.
Yeah.
Which was successful.
Which was
and a
great.
Nice day.
It was honestly a great day.
I'm sure it was great. Some unfortunateness caused me to miss it.
I come out of the shower. Clay walks back in from the backyard. He goes, "I just threw up 3 times in the backyard," and then immediately laid down. I was like, "That guy's dead."
Look, man, we're partying a little too hard with the bros. All right, bros.
But you gotta.
The bros were vibing
gotta.
a little too hard. All right, and it fucking
Was a vibe.
it damn near killed me.
But we had
the
it set
next
up
day.
there, and honestly, doing the passive controller was such a vibe.
It was. That's what. Hey,
'Cause
that's how we
do-
survived in
'cause
the
we would
CX
do
house,
2 and
bro.
2.
Whenever
we
we
would
got
just do
broke
2 and
in the
2.
CX house in Halo 5, we were like, hey, let's pass the controller for 12 hours and pray to God somebody gives us some money. And most of the time it worked.
And now you can do it in Infinite. We've
Yeah.
proven it.
Yeah,
So,
but that's what we were doing. We were just posted up around Dallas's kitchen table with a couple different setups, passing the controllers back and forth, grinding for the first couple days. And let me say, it was a whole ass fucking vibe. It was a blast and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Gas electric. Sorry, Cole, I cut you off a second ago.
Oh, that's all right. You asked me if I had anything I wanted to talk about, but I keep seeing a ton of I got a comment yesterday on my YouTube channel that was like, "Be honest, dude. You think this game's worse than Halo 5 and all that?" And I just that in particular, I find really annoying, and I think it's stupid. And I see a lot of it on my timeline that the game's like a step backwards and shit. But like, I don't know. To me, man, like I like the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yes and
personally.
no. It's like, I mean, maybe. I can agree that like, so we're some Halo 5 lovers. Like all of us on this podcast are some Halo 5 lovers. All right, we fuck with that game heavy. We played an ungodly amount of it, and we owe we owe a lot of the shit in our careers thus far to that game. That being said, I think that competitively and in terms of skill gap and skill ceiling, I think Halo 5 is fire, and that game's pretty tough to beat. That being said, I think Infinite is the game that we fucking need right now. We need a BR starts, we need a little bit of a return to form, classic looking. And it might be it, but the thing is that kind of Halo is still competitive. It's just competitive in different ways, and so it's different skill sets that you got to have. So it might be more team shotting and positioning rather than like crazy movement and shitting on people in one-on-one gunfights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I think what you have to like focus on first is like making a good game. And a lot of people, I like recently with all the podcasts I've been listening to, Halo Infinite, it's weird. It's a topic that like in major podcasts people talk about.
It's everywhere right now.
And the thing that like people were saying about Halo 5 is like, oh, it just seemed like they like leaned into the competitive side and like it just wasn't that fun, like just to kind of play. And I think I don't know what the mission was for this, but to me, whenever I play the game, I feel like they made a good game that was fun and then figured out how it was going to work competitively afterwards. And like, though that comes with like some things that people aren't like super excited about, I think it overall brings like you have to have a good game first. Like, figure out the ranked afterwards. You have the HCS team. Um, like they have given a lot of good feedback. Even like with Optic, like listening to their podcast, they like literally started gassing like Tashi and them for just being so like responsive and like in tune with what the players need and want and stuff like that. So that's where I think Halo Infinite is just doing a fucking great job. It's just a good ass game.
And
they're like, here's gas ass game.
right, and similarly, they've done a pretty good job thus far of sort of like adapting and adjusting shit on the fly. I think everybody's biggest problem thus far has been the progression and the microtransactions, which they haven't addressed the microtransactions or any of the monetization in the game, which, I mean, let's be real, a ton of the shit in there is like way overpriced. But they have addressed the progression. You know, they implemented all those new challenges a couple days ago at this point, and you now start at getting 300 XP instead of 50 per game, and then it goes down, which I think they even said was like a temporary fix, and they were going to work on bigger stuff down the line, which is cool because that's not
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
I
what we
leveled
want to
up
have as
twice
the end
today,
product.
so
But
that was a lot better than leveling up.
I was going to
Not
say,
at all, so.
by the time, because we finished all of our challenges for the Super Fiesta event like 2 days into the event, which left us with 5 days of no challenges and getting 50 XP a game and not leveling up at all. I was like, sick. So to be able to hit an XP boost and get like fucking 1200 XP in one game, like my first game on, pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
Before we move too far past the Halo 5 comparison, I just also want to point out that like we had 6 years of Halo 5, and like the game developed a lot over time. Like, besides the like major meta changes that came by changing the competitive settings by removing the assault rifle and certain movement options like the Spartan charge and the ground pound, you also then had 3 more years of players getting better at the game and implementing all of the movement tech that we saw. We started seeing a new slide boost show up like probably in 2020 that dropped down on the ramp one. Like more and more advanced tech started getting discovered even like later down the line. Like, you can't, it's really unfair to compare a game that we've been playing for 2 weeks to a game that we played for 6 years, because you genuinely, I can say this confidently, we don't even know, we haven't even scratched the surface of the sandbox. Like, this game's gonna be stupid. Just wait till like
Oh yeah.
people.
It's
Did
gonna
you
be
guys see the
so
jump?
dumb.
I mean,
Did you
it's
guys see
already
the jump
been
you can
stupid.
do on recharge? You can drop, if you do a drop down slide from one of the boxes, you can like
Go to
fast
C
slide
flat.
into the wall and jump up, and you'll slide
Oh,
up
wait,
the wall.
what the fuck?
Yeah. You can
That's what I'm
basically like
saying.
drop down. That's what I'm saying. Somebody already figured this out. Like, I
Yeah.
saw this morning on Twitter. You can drop down. This is gonna be applicable to other places, 100%. You can drop down, get a quick slide. You know how you do that little drop slide thing, and then if you go straight at a tall wall and you jump at the right time, your momentum will carry up the wall, so you can get like super high jump on a wall. And get
So it's like super knee sliding type shit.
Yeah. So like you just
Dude.
got to give it time. Like, let the nerds figure it out and then copy off them later. Just
Great
chill.
point. I mean, go
If
look
you can't figure it out right
at
now, just go play normal. Just wait until everybody figures it out, and then you learn it when it's necessary. Like, the game is going to get better. I promise you, it's going to be a way different game 6 years from now than it is right now, because people are just going to be playing it at an insanely different level.
But just
feeling
Yeah.
what's happening.
go look at footage from
like-
like the first worlds in Halo 5, bro, and like look at that game compared to the game that we ended up with, and the fucking
Yeah, like they know
everybody
about
sitting
thrust
back and
sliding,
throwing
and
nades
that's
across
it.
the map
was it.
and grabbing the SMGs and the storm rifles.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, like by the end
thank
of
God for
Halo 5,
H5, bro.
people were figuring out how to use like certain ramps to like get drop slides without using a thrust, so you can traverse the map extra fast while sitting on your thrust. Like that type of nerd shit can't exist yet because we like are still learning the game. People are still learning. Dude, I was watching just a minute ago before we started this podcast. I was watching Sentinel Scrim Phase, and I watched Sentinels, who was dominating the map at the time, really controlling a strongholds on Livefire, get completely shook up by some spawns. And like they ended up making the play and it was fine, but then they were like all in game, like, what the fuck, dude? Like these spawns, like one of the top teams like that. I know Sentinels is like kind of struggling right now, getting their shit together, like just trying to learn the game. But like that's an example, like that team who's traditionally been one of the best teams in Halo, and especially over the last 6 years, they've been the top team, Tox / Optics / CLG / Sentinels. Giving them time, like all these teams, even if you're that good, even if you're that on top of shit on the map, like people don't know the game yet because we've been playing it for 2 weeks. Like that pattern recognition is gonna come from time. Like,
Yep.
and that's what they said. Like, that's the more we play, the more we're gonna be able to like recognize stuff like that. Like, it's just what it is.
Definitely.
So like, it's really easy to think that this game's not what we want, but like, pretty cringe to say like people aren't playing it like it's Halo Infinite. People are still trying to play it like it's Halo 5, or they're trying to play it like it's Halo 3, but like you have to play it like it's Halo Infinite, and like some people are learning that. Some people like Tommy Lucid Wilson.
I was about to say,
that guy
someone
is
named
fucking
Tommy Lucid.
different.
No,
That man is
he-
playing the Infinite game. That man is picking up everything, bro.
everything, and he's using the
Everything.
fuck
And
out of
he's
it.
Using the fuck
That-
out of it immediately.
You know what I'm hearing a lot in pro scrims too is stop playing scared. And I think
Just go do some shit.
and
Yep,
I don't know,
100%.
I have to like pay attention to what I do whenever I grab the equipment. But like, am I playing scared with it, or am I trying to make a play with it?
No, dude.
And then like,
yeah,
what play
equipment-
can I make
This
with
isn't.
this?
It's like it's not a fucking battle royale when like you get looted on the map and you're like, you
Yeah.
gotta like no, like
I have
use
all
it.
the
Fucking-
shit now.
If you get the shit, you should be using it. Like you're not supposed to be like sitting around waiting.
Grab
hoping
it and
for,
go
like,
make
an
a play with
opportune
it.
Moment. Yeah, like 100%. Like
Some guy,
I
bro.
find the most success in Infinite personally. Like I'm still learning the game as well. I'm not as good as it as I'm sure I will be in the future. But when I'm doing my best, it's because I picked up some equipment and or picked up a weapon off the wall or both, and I'm using those for the situations that they're necessary for. Having a thruster is just a great mix-up tool. Like you can confidently
It's
take a
nasty in
BR
this
fight
game.
out in the open. Yeah, like instead of just playing tight cover, you just go throw a nasty strafe at somebody and then mix a thrust in there. You can usually
I had
like get a double kill and shit like that with that. Like that's the type of stuff. I got a couple of repulsive kills today. Felt good about that.
I had a motherfucker
shit.
put 40 on me this morning on recharge with the fucking goddamn mangler, and he was just hitting the one hit melee every single time. Guy just put up like 40, just using the shit out of the infinite
Mangler
shit,
also
bro.
the 2-tap to the swap to the BR.
It's busted.
Shit's good.
It's all busted. But that being
Yeah,
said,
if you aren't picking up weapons, bro, like
Every weapon has
Pick
a
'em up.
faster time to kill than the BR.
pick them up, except for the plasma carbine. Don't pick that shit up.
Oh,
And
yeah,
until
the pulse
That's
carbine.
one of those things. That's one of those things. You let the nerds figure it out. You copy off of them. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you let them
I don't know
figure
how
Yeah.
to
that
use
shit out,
that
you
gun.
copy off
I
them
don't know
later.
how to use that gun, and it annoys the
no,
shit
that
out of
gun's
me.
ass. It shoots slow as shit and it tracks and it's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it's doing whenever I'm shooting it. And I'm
I
like,
would
nerds.
love to have a Covenant carbine back, please. I mean, I'm not like I'm set. I'm certainly
Yes.
not taking the posture like they took out the carbine. What the fuck, 343?
No, because I'm sure
But,
they're
like,
gonna
I
add
would
hella weapons to
appreciate-
this game.
I would appreciate the
Yeah.
carbine making a return, though. I could easily see like if it were like the Halo 5 carbine, it'd be really strong. So,
But I'd love a carbine to come back. I'd love I'd
But
love
yeah, I
I'd love a
mean,
light rifle. They got rid of all
if
the
you-
Promethean weapons.
if you're playing the ranked setting specifically, you spawn in 2 grenades in your BR, and that's great. That's a great starting point for competitive settings. But there's really not a lot you can do on the map when that's all you're working with. So it's really important to try to. I was in Miquin's stream and he described it really well, which he was on the pro team developing the game. So he has
This
some
man has
insight
the
to
most
say,
hours.
to say he said, every weapon is a lateral upgrade to the battle rifle, and that is the way that they designed it. Like your BR is going to be your main tool, but the time to kill on it, you can go shoot bots, go shoot against bots that'll stand perfectly still and shoot the BR as fast as you can. Once you shoot 4 bursts, like that's your kill time. It's over a second. It's pretty slow. You can't kill any faster than that. You can do a grenade trap, sure, but that's very contextual. So
Grenades are weird as
realistically,
fuck in this game.
every fucking gun though, the sidekick, time to kill, it's not even close. It's insanely faster. You should be grabbing the sidekick every time you're playing Aquarius. Every time you run into that utility room, you better be grabbing the sidekick. I'm telling you right now.
It's nasty.
Especially with a team shot, you can just absolutely melt
E-Wave
shields.
as well. I feel like people
E-Wave's
pass
super
over
good.
E-Wave's
E-Wave.
busted.
I grab that shit every time. Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I have a habit of, just wanting to use the Magnum or the BR or whatever the fuck, just the main
Because you
weapon,
just want to
because
play
that's-
Halo.
Yeah, and that also usually gets the job done. But really taking the extra 3 steps to the right to grab the Mangler is worth it when you're running
Way
past
worth it.
sandbags on live fire or something. Like having those weapons really is the difference maker.
A lot of the times you spawn on those weapons. Bizarre, you spawn on a Mangler.
Yep.
Recharge, you'll spawn
Or
on a
even the
Mangler.
Needler's nasty, bro. That
Yeah,
shit's
the
gross in
Needler's
this game.
good.
Yeah, the Needler's good too. I was using that earlier today as well, and I was like getting free picks.
It's like real
Like,
world
You
good
just
in this
catch it
game.
full and open.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody's not near cover with the Needler, like you win that fight.
You blast
And
their
the
ass
BR
real
can't
quick.
you don't have to worry about it either, because that's the thing. The BR can't kill you. Like it takes too long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you just fucking zap him real quick. So yeah, I don't know. The shock rifle's also super good. That gun's stupid strong. It's a sniper.
That's
basically.
gotta get a nerf or something eventually, bro. It's gotta either be harder to use or not kill the way it can.
I actually haven't used it like pretty much at all. I don't think I've picked it up like pretty much ever.
Look, bro, I was getting shit on by just a shock rifle and 8s. I couldn't
'cause
do it. I couldn't do it.
Some people kind of like, and I'm not that good at it. I'm not saying there's not a skill gap to it, but it's like not that hard because I've seen a lot of clips on Twitter. But like some people are figuring it out where you can just hip fire it, like, and it's literally just a 1-shot kill.
Tommy
Like,
Lucid figured it out.
yeah, you can see some people. It's like, no, I was watching Optic Scrim on that map, and they were playing Oddball, and they were talking about the importance of the shock rifle because it's your first kill when you have like setups. Because all you need to do is catch somebody peeking for a second, then you can just pop them in the head. It's like,
Yep.
they're like, that's your entry. It operates as a sniper, but like it might be a little too good in the right hands. But who knows? We'll have to see.
It might be this game's like a railgun. Like the railgun
is
was
pretty
like
cool,
too
though.
good.
It is cool. I like it. I think it's a good gun. Yeah, the railgun was too good, but you're right. You learn to play around it. Like
Maybe you put a charge. Maybe you put a charge time to it. Maybe that's it. You just make it this game's railgun and you put a charge time to it, like whenever you're aiming at someone. You know what I mean?
It would also
Maybe.
be cool to
I
see
don't
the
know.
railgun in
Or
this
like a
game.
delay between. Yeah.
Yeah, the railgun would be cool as well. I
Yeah.
don't know. All in all, though, I think the rank settings in particular a great starting point. I don't think we
Definitely.
need thrust or anything. I think this game would be worse if we were all starting with thrust. At least as it is right now.
Yeah.
I do like the pickups.
Pickups are good.
They got to get Behemoth out of ranked. And
It's not even being played in tournament, bro. It's so annoying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just crossing my fingers that hopefully in a couple months they'll like add some classic Halo maps or some new maps or something, and we can also axe Bizarre because I've just about had enough of Bizarre already as well.
Like honestly, just I don't know. Do you bring Kali back from H5 and just be like, there you go? But that's just Aquarius 2.0, right?
Like the more I play Bizarre, the less I hate it because it's part of that like acceptance of like, God, I can't
This
get
is-
around this
yeah.
shit. I have to play it. But
Empire.
like, yeah,
But Empire also got better over time because we lost the storm rifles and the autos, and it became
Facts,
more
yeah.
about precision gameplay rather than everybody rush
Yeah.
pit with a storm rifle.
That dude, Streets might be this game. Streets is probably the best map.
no, it's Aquarius.
It's Aquarius.
I-
Streets is a
no,
good map. Though.
I love
Like
Streets.
It's Aquarius when it's not
Streets-
close.
I think
Streets is a
it's-
good map,
I think
though.
I think it's the best map.
Dude.
I
it's literally-
personally am a fan of Aquarius.
It's literally Truth and Warlock in one map. And it's fucking gas.
Are you talking
Aquarius.
about Aquarius?
I'm talking about the Atlanta Aquarius. It is gas electric, I'm telling you, brother.
I don't think it is.
God, you're lame. But anyway, that's 2 mentions so far of Tommy Lucid. So that being said,
Because he's the back-to-back.
the
he's the
tournaments
back-to-back, you gotta mention him.
have been gas so far, bro. We watched the first NA Open when we were all at the house, at Dallas' house in Georgia.
We just gotten back.
Yeah, and we got to watch the finals of that tournament, which that tournament was absolutely nuts. That was what, like, I guess a week and a half or 2 weeks ago at the point that you guys are listening to this. But the first qualifier,
The third tournament should be soon.
fucking crazy. Yeah, that's it's tomorrow when we're recording this, but it's probably like, I don't know, like 2 days ago. When
Oh
you guys
no,
are
but the
listening to this.
the tournament's happening Wednesday and Thursday, right? For seeding for the event.
I believe so.
Yeah, so it will
so
come
there's
out
another one.
after.
Yeah. Yes. Probably.
Yeah.
So but the first one fucking had a crazy grand finals between Optic and C9. Optic had to reset the bracket, fucking 49-49 Slayer to in game 5 to send it to the second series. Optic pulled up and bopped them in game 10. It was like 50-20 or some shit.
Bizarre Slayer. It was ugly.
Bizarre Slayer, yeah. But they pulled up and absolutely world starred that tournament, and then did the exact same thing a week later. And it was literally just a fucking, it was a Tommy
Except
Lucid flex
Wait,
tape.
Except
Did they
week 2,
3-0
they
them?
won like convincingly. No, they beat them
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1, yeah.
They lost the
But, like,
recharge.
It wasn't a game 10 like, clawing nail and tooth or whatever the phrase is. They were like
Tooth
just
and
big
nail.
as one.
Right. Yeah, no, Optic literally
Tooth
just
and nail,
slapped them.
whatever. Yeah, so that shows a couple things which is important on a new game. You wouldn't want a team that got top 12 the first week to win the second week. Because a lot of people might think like, oh, well, that's good because anybody can win, sure, but like that shows like there's flukiness and like the game's not
Right.
consistent and like teams are just kind of winning because things are going fortunate for them. If you have a team that can consistently be the best, that shows that there's like the game's good. Like foundationally, there's like variables that they can control and continue to like consistently win, the game's good. It shouldn't be super fluky and it shouldn't be like a random winner every time. Obviously, we don't want that. So both
Right.
the two teams, 3 of the top 4 teams were the same both weeks, albeit a roster change on the KCP team, but still KCP was top 4 at
Shout
week
out
1.
to KCP
Yeah.
as well.
They got third.
Absolutely
third,
pulling up
was
for
good.
that shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of Halo 5 kids, just nasty.
Yeah, been
Um,
sort of at the top of the AM scene for the longest time.
For the
yeah.
longest time.
And so good to see.
Yeah, no, I like
good to
that
see
team.
some new
Good
faces
to see
break
them
through.
doing well.
Definitely.
And they're like the real deal. So
Yeah, for sure.
That's consistency on their end. That's good. And then the top 2 teams were Optic and
C9.
Cloud9 both weeks, and it was first and second, the same 2 teams both weeks. So Optic won both. That's
And
good stuff.
this
Formal
this...
makes a return, and then he gets
yeah,
top 6.
yeah.
And then Eric Rona is playing. Dude,
FaZe
I'm telling
kind
you.
of average.
Yeah,
FaZe-
formal.
That
Kinda
FaZe
average.
team is like, that's obviously 4 good players, but it's
So weird.
It is a weird team.
I'm definitely not prepared to say they're a bad team or anything like that.
I don't think that they're
it's a
bad. I
strange
just think
team.
they're a weird team.
And obviously,
Yeah, it's
it
a
all
strange
remains to
team.
be seen on LAN. We'll see what
Yeah,
Yeah,
happens.
of course. I mean, they have all the talent
That's
in the
true.
world there. I just those 4 players together.
They
is
just
a
got to put it
strange
together.
group.
Yeah, they just gotta put it together.
But yeah, what an absolute fucking saga. Formal.
I gotta
Formal
say,
comes back,
so-
and
Yeah.
then he's dunking on fools.
So I basically watched the entire tournament this last weekend from Formal's perspective. And that SSG roster, like I can say watching it, like they're shaky as hell. They got top 6 and they could have won all their games. Like they're shaky in the way that like they just started playing together, but like they're
on the
beating-
cusp. They're on the
Yeah,
cusp.
like,
of,
I
like,
mean,
top-
that team
they're on the cusp.
could've
That could
won
get
all
top
their
4.
games, been top 4. They could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have beat KCP. I don't think they would have, but they almost beat eUnited again for top 4. They beat eUnited in winners, so that's how eUnited ended up in losers. They got a rematch and lost in the last map. But like they were
Just
figuring that shit out on the
tragic.
fly. I was like watching that team go throughout the day. Like I don't know. That it's also a strange group of guys.
It is,
That's
yeah.
Ace and Tylenol, and then this guy Deciding, who I've actually never heard of. But
never heard
I never heard of him
before
until
Infinite.
he got on that team.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he's
haven't either.
obviously
I
a
know
good
nothing
player. You
about
don't get
him.
on a team like that
Obviously
for
good.
free. And
Yeah.
he was
I also
putting up
wonder if
good
it's someone
numbers.
that changed their name.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
I don't know if
I don't
that's
know.
it.
Because I literally never heard of him like in
That's just-
in Halo 5 and Halo 3. Like,
Watching that team, though, I just thought, like, they're not that good, but they're winning. So, like,
Yeah.
so when they
They
get
will be
good,
better.
they might be
they will
nasty.
be better. Yeah.
Right. But I'm sure, as a lot of y'all probably know, Formal is like one of our favorite players fucking ever. And so to see him retire in COD was a little bit sad, but then a few weeks later
Picked up Halo.
to pick
Stars
up
aligned.
Halo again and to come back, and then also he like joined FaZe in place of Snipe Down, and then got dropped for Snipe Down when Snipe Down changed his mind, and then ended up on a space station with Ace and those guys.
And like, yeah, that's actually kind of funny because like
Now they're outplacing.
that space station team's probably better than that FaZe team right now.
That would be a hype. That
But
would be a hype
besides-
land
dude,
match.
On some real
That
shit,
would be
besides the fact we just acknowledged our bias that we're all fanboys, but like Formal is 100% the best player on that space station team. It's
Yep.
not even close. It's pretty crazy.
That fucking bizarre
really fun to
Slayer
watch.
play that won them the game, bro, where he
I mean, yeah,
walked through their mid alley.
he literally
got a double
they
kill
were in
their
a
treehouse.
it was a 46-46 standoff. 46-46 standoff or something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe 45-45. Formal walks through for a flank and gets 3 kills by himself.
Ford, the
fucking
last
crazy.
guy. Yeah, it was sick. But we
Huge
were
play.
talking a lot about how like it's dope to see like, because obviously Form was a legend, and we all know he's a legend of Halo and COD. But it was good to see him as sort of like the new guy or the guy who just switched or whatever.
Yeah.
To be like the one to make a play, because normally that person's gonna be the one to like try to not fuck it up for everybody else, or to try to
Yeah.
maybe play a little
Play
safer.
safe.
There's
Right.
confidence
Put up
that he's
good
playing
numbers,
with that I
but-
think is good overall, and like that's what pro players have though, is that like people who play at the top,
Facts.
like Clayster and Karma got top 16 in the first one,
And they was talking
like
shit.
and they were talking shit, and it's like,
Rightfully so.
however, I'm
Beating
pretty sure we said
former
this on the
Halo pros,
podcast.
and like, yeah,
I think we said this on the podcast. We've all talked about how Clay could make the switch and he'd be able to do it. Like he's
Yeah.
one of those players that would be able to do it.
And
Clay
Karma as
and
well.
Damon,
Yeah,
that
and
team,
Karma
yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Karma from COD. Damon Barlow
From
COD.
COD.
Not
yeah.
Halo
Yeah.
Karma.
Obviously,
the-
Halo Karma can hang.
Right, yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Karma 3 rings.
Wherever he is.
Let's not get it twisted. The goat,
Yes, absolutely. The GOAT of COD.
the goat
Alright?
of COD.
Don't get it twisted. There's 3 whole
Don't
ass
get it
land
twisted.
rings right there. Alright?
That's 3. No Mickey Mouse ass
No
rings.
Mickey Mouse ass
on this
online
hand.
ring. Sorry, Crim 6, not today.
Sorry, Crim 6.
And
With
Clayster.
Crimsney.
The Crimson facts, bro. But we
Uh,
have one more qualifier, which at this point, like we said,
which is tomorrow.
which is
We're
tomorrow,
recording this Tuesday,
which
so, yeah.
is what? That's 2 tournaments in like 3 days, 3 or 4
Yeah.
days, and they're
Is this one gonna be
both
is it
2-day
finishing
tournaments?
on Thursday?
are they? Is this one a 2-day tournament?
I have no idea.
It is a 2-day.
Justin says it's a
It is.
2-day.
That makes sense.
It's Wednesday and Thursday.
It's a marathon tournaments, but it's it's all been gas, and I've been loving watching it. And even though it's
Yeah,
been online
really fun to
qualifiers,
watch.
there has been a
been
ton of
really
hype
good.
and noise around it. Like its viewership's been going crazy.
512
Yeah,
teams.
record-breaking
People have been watching
teams,
it,
bro. Everybody's watching.
People have been
Everybody's talking
watching.
about it. Like I was literally in Scump's stream watching him do a watch party of the Halo shit, just like jumping around from stream to stream. Like he'd go watch a game from Formal's perspective, go watch a game from Snipe Down's perspective, go check out the mainstream for a little bit, and just seeing like I don't know, there were just hella people not only watching the mainstreams but also like doing watch parties and shit. But like
Yep.
I don't know, between like all of that shit put together, viewership was absolutely nuts. I mean, we got Jake Lucky talking about Halo drama and shit. J-Grav went ape shit, and the clip went viral, and he got signs to some org now.
Rumored.
And,
He's rumored to be signed to Fnatic with
oh
Predevinator and
shit!
a couple other people.
On God,
And
rumored.
at Intel, Halo
J-Grav?
Intel.
What?
Yeah.
Because no, Devin's team pulled up and got 5th last
Oh,
tournament.
magic.
By the way,
Yeah, and I'm telling you, J-Grab is on that team. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. I
Oh,
literally just saw this.
Xset also announced today their team, which was Kratos, Suspector,
Porky J and Porky J
yes,
and who are they playing with?
Somebody
Filthy
else.
G.
Suspector,
Yes, thank you.
Filthy G.
Kratos, Porky J, and Filthy G.
yes. Which haven't heard of
then-
the last two. I've played against them in matchmaking, so like I recognize the names.
Yeah.
But haven't seen them play or anything. So, but I'm sure that
Talk
team's
about-
gonna be good, obviously.
I'm sorry. To talk about consistency again. I'm sorry. I'm just on the I'll give a shout out to this. The Intel HCS Halo Twitter, which you should follow because they do like a bunch of updates and stuff like that.
Shout out HCS Intel
Bro,
HCS.
all the teams that won the first week won the second week. So to talk about consistency, literally in ANZ and in the EU and then in US,
Right.
all the
Oh,
top
yeah,
teams
facts.
won back to back. They
That's
all
true.
back to back.
And the teams that are fucking good are fucking good, it would seem. And
Also-
isn't the top team in EU still unsigned? Do they still not have an
I
org?
think so. Yeah, I think it's Cartel, right?
Yeah,
Right,
they are.
but
They're
it-
unsigned.
But
Which me and Cole called were going to be the nastiest team in the EU.
Yeah, 100%.
We just knew that shit.
but
You look at that team and you gotta know.
I
but-
played Halo 5 with those kids. Those dudes are the truth. They're the real deal. Those guys
Yeah.
are fucking disgusting.
If you got shit
Like,
on by them and you're
it's
like,
easy
dude,
to throw
fucking
up your
EU
hands.
connection,
Yeah,
no, you
it's-
just got shit
it's-
on.
It's easy to throw up your hands and say that, which is like, yeah, you are shooting against the EU connection. But like those dudes are the
Yep.
truth. They're 100% that good, and they're going to. I'm gonna guess that they'll place top 6 at the first event. That's my guess, but we'll see what happens.
When worlds collide, all the number ones meet.
ooh,
Those-
That's,
dude,
gonna
those
be,
dudes are
that's a
fire, man.
storyline.
That'd be
The
fire.
other thing
That's
too, and this is the
storyline.
reason why they're like on top of Europe. They're not playing it like it's classic Halo. They're playing it like it's Halo
infinite.
5, but
Dude.
even fast. Like so, they're playing it like fast paced. I guarantee those guys are really aggressive
Yep.
and just playing on just a different speed than the other teams.
Yeah.
Because that's how they were in Halo 5. They're fucking
Yep.
crazy good.
Yep. Dude, and when these whenever the event comes around, you gotta imagine these teams are in North America and then scrimming the opposite best team. They're gonna start NA and EU and ANZ, they're all gonna fucking mix up and shit. And then you can they gotta be landing here or being in the US for a week beforehand, playing. Dude, that's gonna be gas.
Dude,
You have big orgs. You have big orgs behind you that if you want your team to win.
I was also gonna say, everybody kind of expected Fnatic to grab Cartel, right? And now it kind of seems like Fnatic's going NA.
It's a rumor.
Right. Well,
rumor.
didn't they sign a coach? I don't know. I don't know who it was. I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure I saw earlier today that they signed a coach who was an NA guy, which obviously it doesn't mean they can't, have an American coach with a European team, but that would lead you to believe they're probably gonna
is their coach.
And right, traditionally I don't know what teams he's coached, but like I said, I don't know. That would lead me to believe it was gonna be NA, but obviously they can go in whatever direction.
Yeah.
But we still gotta. I think FaZe hasn't announced officially yet, and we still gotta see Fnatic. And then, are we waiting on anybody else, or is that all of the partnered teams thus far?
Nadeshot is talking.
Yeah, there's
that
been a
good,
lot of
good.
there's been a lot of 100 Thieves gas around recently, and those guys,
Yeah.
I think Nadeshot and Courage, seem to really like the game and really want to get involved and shit. And I think Courage is gonna be at Raleigh, so.
Yeah, Nadeshot is getting enabled to carry him to Onyx. I can say that because I matched him twice and I was only getting fried by Ian. That dude's a fucking god still. I don't care, dude.
Yeah,
That guy was
Enable's
shitting.
nasty.
He
I
was
mean, yeah.
shitting.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people were dogging on him for dropping a breadstick and a fucking hard point, but they were playing the number 1 team, or
Yeah.
Stronghold, I guess. He
Right.
played with a pickup team, and they got stained by an actual team. It's not really.
It's gonna happen.
Right.
Also,
What are you gonna do?
I just gotta say, if you've never played at that type, if you've never played at that level, played against players who can play that level, then you can't sit there and say I can't play at the level that Optic can, but I've played against the players that are on that team and shit.
It is a
in a
different
full-
fucking
it's
game, bro.
It's
a
not
different
going to
damn
get a kill in
universe.
matchmaking, and it's how do you only drop a kill? I promise you, it's not as easy as it seems.
No, it's like-
not that easy.
It's
Some
not that
people
easy.
goose on land because of it. Some
Bro,
people goose on land.
You have
can't-
to, but you have to work your ass off for every kill.
Every single kill is going to be bait and switch. They're
everything.
not going to ever just give you a chance to just win a fight against them. They're going to have somebody
Facts.
helping them. There's going to be team shots. Like
And
you can't just single
speaking
somebody
of,
out.
I came very, very close to goosing on LAN on stream against Shotzi and Renegade in Atlantic City. I came very close. And
You clutched it in a big way.
It was very scary. Yes. My claim to fame is that we watched the rebroadcast and they were making sure, checking the scoreboard and shit, making sure that I was goosed, and then Renegade full chowed me and whiffed, and that's how I got my first kill. So, didn't goose.
Perfect.
So that's my claim to fame. That's my best LAN moment that I've ever had in my absolutely pitiful career. Thus far.
Anyways,
Thus far.
So to that point, yeah, Enable's a god, which makes sense. He's a former Halo Pro and champion.
Of course.
And 100 Thieves is interested. And then like eyes like that.
Yes.
What is stopping what is it stopping TSM for eventually coming in? Liquid coming back into the fold, like
we got Optic back. I think the only thing that's stopping them now is the amount of talent available.
That's it.
I think
that's it.
You got to see
but
if
it's
like,
gonna be found
a new
out
nasty
real soon,
team
dude.
forms
Cartel?
or comes out of nowhere or remains unsigned. Or
if they pick up
any
Cartel, that'd be pretty dope.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
Right.
But
that'd be pretty.
That would be
pretty
sweet
dope.
move.
I would fuck with that Cartel team way more.
You know what?
Move. To be honest, they might if they end up placing. I think if they place within, I don't think they pick them up if they place within the top 6. If they place in top 4, 100 Thieves might pick their ass up if no one else has by that point.
Top 4.
You know what I mean?
At LAN.
Yeah, if they get top 4 at LAN, I think 100 Thieves goes. That's it. That's
the
talent.
I hope they show up. I hope they show up on
LAN.
Bitch. That would be because I think the highest placing from a European team thus far is remains top 6, and that was it. Denver.
But it'd be cooler seeing that out of this group of European lads because they're playing with Snipe Drone, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah. So they have a little bit of veteran experience to round out the roster.
Mm-hmm.
But
Shady, Legends, Snipe Drone, and I don't know.
Who is it? Shady and Legends are the 2 people that I was talking about. They're the truth from Halo 5.
Dude, they are the truth. Those kids are insane. Sika, Snipe Drone, Legend, and Shady.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I played with Sika a lot as well. Also a really good player.
Also a really good player.
Yeah, so that's a good team.
But all that being said, we have that last qualifier, and then we have Raleigh in like 2 weeks at this point, which I believe at this point we're all going. Yes?
We are all going.
All of us will be there. So the CX boys will be there in absolute force. Everyone's finna be there. We finally convinced Shaw to rejoin the CX boys. He's coming home, coming to Raleigh. Dallas is finna be there. Brett's finna be there. My whole family's coming. My brother and my parents are coming.
Clay's dad.
Yeah. So my brother, I invited my brother to come because he's about to graduate high school, and my brother has never been to a tournament. So I was like, yo, first Infinite event is going to be sick. You should come. And he was like, word. So me and my brother were going to go. And then after my parents heard that, they were like, we going to go too. So they booked some flights and shit. And they were like, we going to come. So I don't know how.
Is there like cool shit to do in Raleigh other than
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what they're really going to be up to.
If they were like, let's go to Orlando together, then it's like, okay, you guys go do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing.
They are insistent.
What's in Raleigh?
They're insistent that they don't want to rain on the parade, and they'll leave us alone all weekend if we have to. Which is like, well,
dude,
what the fuck?
North Carolina is such a boring.
Your parents cannot kick it with us.
They are not allowed, bro. They would absolutely fuck up the vibe, bro. No, but that's what they were saying. They were like, we don't want to show up and like rain on. I was like, nah. I was like, come check it out. I was like, what do you mean? But yeah. Anyway, that'd be point of all that canceled. Being right. Kickbacks canceled. But point of all that being, literally everybody's gonna be at Raleigh.
Suspenders, bro. I'm gonna be so pissed.
We're all gonna be there.
Grandma's gonna be at Raleigh.
Everybody, all of them, bro. So we hope to see a bunch of y'all there. Spectator passes and team passes sold out fast as shit. So how many team passes? What was it? 276? I think.
I don't know, but if you want me to coach your team, I got you.
I was gonna say Justin needs to coach a team because
I'll be an actual coach too, because I want to do actual coach shit.
But spots have been so limited that we're like we had to figure out like, all right, we can get in with the team pass, and then we need this.
I will dead ass help you.
Right.
I will dead ass try to help you.
This is Justin's plea because they literally will not let him in unless Justin
Adam
can
Apicella
coach.
will kick me out himself.
Yes. Adam Apicella will punch Justin in the face and say, "Fuck you!
Dude,
you cannot
have
come
you seen
inside."
his lifting videos?
Dude, that guy's
This man,
jacked, and he's
would
saving
pick me up
Halo.
over
What a
his
guy!
head and then fucking break my back like Batman, bro.
Oh my god. And he's saving Halo. What a fucking guy, dude.
What a guy.
What a
this guy
legend,
really is
bro.
Batman.
For
Holy
real,
shit.
bro. He's the hero that Halo deserves. But not the one we needed in Halo 5. Anyway, it's going to be fucking sick. I think we're going to go see new Spider-Man as well, which is going to be a vibe and a half.
Yes.
So
I think that Spider-Man movie is going to be the best Marvel movie.
I hope so because
I'm putting my reputation on you right fucking now.
I think we've
Right
talked
now,
about
bitch.
I think we've talked about it in the last couple podcasts, but I've just been
I love the Green Goblin.
I've been so checked out of the Marvel shit recently.
Yeah.
Ever since
Hawkeye came
Loki,
out, and it's like
right? I haven't seen any of the new movies.
I didn't watch
I haven't seen
any
anything.
of the Hawkeye shit that came out.
Right. I haven't seen any of the
I saw
Hawkeye shit.
memes from it, bro. I saw memes from Hawkeye,
Right.
and I was like, wait, that's out?
The last shit I watched was the
So-
Loki finale, and the Loki finale
Loki
felt
was-
like a little bit of a fuck you, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I haven't seen anything since then, so I'm gonna have to catch up before
I
we go
know
see
I
Spider-Man.
fucked with it. I just don't remember why I fucked with it.
Loki?
So
Loki
did I
was
really
good
fuck
up
with
until
it?
the end, and then which I don't know if we want to. I mean, it's been fucking
I
forever
don't
and a half.
remember it, bro.
So
I don't remember.
spoilers, but at the end of Loki, they basically just said "fuck you" and they reset him to the start and used the whole thing as like a setup for who the new villain's gonna be in the MCU, and then
They
reset
also,
Loki
like,
back to the
started-
beginning. And I was like, so none of it mattered.
Well, the
Anyway.
the multiverse was started. They went past the Nexus event, right? That was the whole thing.
Couldn't tell you, bro.
See, I
Anyway.
don't remember it.
Couldn't tell you.
Stupid
See,
ass.
it just
Anyway.
it doesn't even stick out of my. WandaVision was good.
Anyway.
WandaVision was pretty fire.
WandaVision was good.
Falcon
I
and
liked
Winter
it.
Soldier was all right. It was good in parts.
That was my least favorite one.
It was it's fine. And then Loki was good. It was gonna be really good because it was like right up my alley. It was all time travel, spacey, jumping around, Doctor Who-y. And then
DB Cooper.
right, and they literally did the DB Cooper shit. It was
That shit was fire, dude.
right.
Just good.
And then the last episode was like a big fuck you. So we all get to see the new Avengers villain, but Loki gets sent back to the beginning. And
I want to say episode 2 was my favorite episode. I had a favorite episode. It was good. I still think, even with the falling flat at the end, I think it was better than WandaVision.
yeah, it just leaves it. It makes me
WandaVision.
think that it was worse than it was because it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
But hopefully, Spider-Man will save us all, and hopefully, Tobey Maguire will come back and save the whole MCU and prove that he's the best Spider-Man.
I saw a
And I will
meme
be
that was
vindicated.
like, at the end of the Spider-Man No Way Home, I better
Right.
hear the fucking Nickelback song.
Yes,
Play the game
dude.
Spider-Man 1.
Yes, bro.
Also, that song bangs. Hero is a great song. You can suck a dick. If you think it's bad,
I watched the whole movie, then
I watched the whole
Then
movie.
listen
and
to the
then I watched
song
music
after the
video
credits?
movie.
and then rewind the VHS tape and listen to it all over again.
Yep.
Sorry.
Clay knows.
Sorry.
Clay knows.
It's the whole vibe. Running around with my Spider-Man mask with that fucking, remember the web shit you used to get in the little canisters?
Yeah, you ever just like go
String, bro.
Yeah,
and
bro,
when
the
you
web
were a kid,
string.
You just go up to the wall and you're just
I love how they didn't even like. Well, I don't know. Back when they were advertising it, when I was a child, they didn't even try to make like during the Raimi trilogy. They didn't make them like tiny canisters. It was like a big ass fucking canister, with
Yeah.
string and like a giant.
yeah.
ass, it
No,
wasn't
no,
even
it was
subtle. They
it was a
didn't try
big.
to, like. Yeah, they weren't trying to be like you can low key be spot. No, it's like, look, kid, you're shooting silly string. Pretend.
Yep.
Like,
With and
I
the
never had
plastic
one,
face
but-
mask and shit.
Yeah,
I know what you're
that
talking
shit was
about.
gas.
Yeah, bro. I
Those-
used to,
Those were the golden era. That was
Yeah.
the golden times.
bro. I used to try to. My parents love telling this story, but I used to try to wear the fucking the little Spider-Man Halloween costume like under my clothes and shit, just in case anybody ran into some trouble out in public. You know, just in case I needed to
Alright.
swing on somebody in the Spider-Man suit. I was ready
If
to.
we're going into deep
I was
cuts,
ready to jump into action.
I would wear a Batman one all the time.
Damn, yo.
I had anime.
If anybody tries some shit at Raleigh, just know
Dude.
Spider-Man and Batman are gonna beat your ass real fast, bro. Come out of nowhere. And then Cole's gonna jump in on some Thor shit.
On some Thor shit.
Ink.
Yo, we're all beating him up. Cole just comes in.
Ink.
The fucking hammer, dude.
Hey, unit.
Yeah, imagine he just throws a regular hammer and shit. But anyway, come see us at Raleigh, bro. If you're gonna be there, come say what's up to the boys because it's gonna be a whole ass vibe. We're gonna be playing. I believe we should all. Well, actually, Justin's gonna coach, and then most of us will be playing in some capacity.
One of you.
Right, we'll see. Remains to be seen.
DMs are open.
Right. Hit us up. We're all free agents and we're desperate. We hate playing with each other. But anyway, if y'all don't have anything else, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I'm good.
Infinite's pretty fucking solid so far, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the tweet.
I like the game. If you like Halo 5
tweet.
more than you do, or Halo 3 more than you do Halo Infinite, that's probably because you spend a whole lot more time playing those games, and you should be more fair and like give the game time.
Yes.
This is fun.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Times more fun than Halo 5 was off launch.
Yes, that is facts. That is. I literally, fun fact, I did not play Halo 5 on launch for like 5 months after the game came out. I was playing Black Ops 3 because that game was more fun.
I was grinding Halo 5 because my YouTube channel started getting some traction, but besides that, like, it really wasn't that fun, man. Like, there's a lot of shit I didn't love about it, and the game was pretty easy at that point in time, because the BR was stupid overpowered.
The BR was stupid, and autos.
All the fucking autos on the map. Nobody knew any movement tech at the time.
Bro,
and
it was
Spartan
bad.
Charge and ground pound. Like, the skill gap was super low. People
lateral
really
movement. You should have just been picking up the weapons, bro.
Dude, people weren't even like thrust strafing regularly yet. Like it was just like big hitboxes and bad strafes, dude. That shit was ass. And a lot of autos.
Yup. This game
is 10 times more
bad,
fun than Halo 5 was when it first came out. Like you have to give this shit time.
Plus,
the fact that people like pick up this game and are like, this is fun, and I'm not trying to convince myself this is fun or looking for the fun in it. Like that's something we should be thankful for.
Right. And also, we didn't touch on it a whole lot, but it has been super insane and awesome and also weird as shit to see just how everywhere Halo is right now. Like, everybody's playing it, everybody's talking about it. My Twitter feed is literally nothing but Halo from not only Halo people all day long.
All the COD players and shit, dude.
All COD players. Hella Gears people are switching.
Mox made the switch.
Mox made the switch. Like,
dude.
All the Optic Gears guys.
All the Optic Gears guys.
switched.
Dude, I'm telling you, this first event's going to happen. The roster mania that happens after this is going to be insane.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be fucking
the
nuts,
talent,
bro.
Well, that's the other thing that I didn't even think about until now, is that we talked about how all these orgs aren't jumping in because there's no talent. The talent is coming to Halo.
Right, it just hasn't shown itself yet.
It's literally flocking to Halo, and then after orgs see, oh, this guy who was number one in this game is playing this now, oh yeah, we're going to sign him. Like, Hex talked about it before, like, you grab the number one team from a different game and put them in another one, because that's a storyline. Storyline and a half right there.
Yep.
And then as that team gets better and better, you make content around it, like, dude, it's over then. It's fucking over.
It's good shit.
And like with all this said, I just want to make it a point to say this. With all this said, and all these like big names and talent out there that are flocking to Halo, like the community hopefully remembers like the people that were there whenever none of this was here, right? We didn't have these luxuries, and the people who entertained them and added value to the community with different like forms of content, like tournament organizers, just people who are adding to the community. Like you really can't forget them. And that's something that like you always kind of like wonder how much of this gets like inflated with new people that other people kind of get put to the side. And I also think that ACS is doing like a great job making sure that that sort of stuff doesn't happen. They had fucking Jen on the broadcast.
They did.
Like,
yeah.
That's a grassroots content creator. Like,
shout out to Lady Echidina. Apparently nobody knows how the fuck to say her name, bro. Did you see the Nade Shot clip, bro?
God bless you.
Nade Shot was like, what the fuck is that word? Echidna? Am I saying this right? It sounds Italian. Is this an Italian name?
Goofy
I
ass.
was like, bro.
But speaking of Jen, her and Veronica are hosting a 2v2 ladies tournament for Halo Infinite. So make sure that you guys go watch that. Check out
go
their
support
Twitters,
that shit, bro.
And go support that, dude. They have like $1,000 prize pool or something like that. They have like some crazy high prize pool.
Yeah,
and it's like that's dope.
Everybody's
going,
doing
bro.
big things. Alex is doing some sort of partnered stream with like AT&T and some org tomorrow or some shit. Fucking
Yep.
We saw Jen on the broadcast. What's it called? I mean, it's just good to see hella people making hella moves, doing big things. It's good to see Halo just doing well right now, and hopefully we can keep up the positive momentum and shit. And sort of in the same vein as what Justin was saying a second ago about sort of remembering the sort of shit that came before this is like it's very weird to see like I don't know people in other games and like for instance there's been a lot of talk from the COD guys recently about how lucky we are as Halo players because our game has good ranked play and like team skins and stuff and like how lucky we are and how their game sucks and which is like it's cool like we enjoy all the positivity around Halo because for the past however long we've been playing for years and years and years it's been like oh shut the fuck up Halo's dead nobody cares.
Yeah, it's people forgot that Halo was dead overnight.
Right.
And it's like
and it's mind blowing to me.
And it's
like,
cool and it's cool to see all the positive energy around it, but people are acting like Halo's been like fire this whole time. But these last 6 years have been painful, son. And well, I say 6 years, even longer than that. Past like I mean ever since Reach came out pretty much. It's been down and then up and then down and then yeah, shout out HGL Brad, bro. Positive momentum in the scene, bro.
Oh, the down for the community. Don't forget the goats. He's going on the Halo Mount Rushmore, bro. He's going up there. I'm getting his head up there.
You think he still has a page on the esports wiki?
Dude, if Takedown hasn't putting it up, like, come on.
Thanks, bro. That's an important part of Halo history right there.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's the 26th best Halo player of all time, according to HCS.
Yep. But, we wouldn't be here without him.
Facts, bro. That man was bad for the sport, bro.
26 down.
Thanks. That man was bad for the sport, let me tell you. But anyway, Halo's sick. Go play it. Go download it. It's free, bro. Plus,
fucking free.
The campaign comes out in the week, which will be free on Game Pass. But
shout out Game Pass.
Right, shout out Game Pass. Game Pass is busted, by the way. We're not sponsored in any kind of way, but you should get it.
We aren't.
It's literally busted.
You guys are like kind of.
I mean, I guess maybe in a roundabout way.
In a roundabout way,
because
they're partnered with Microsoft Studios,
Xbox,
therefore,
and Halo, and right, yes.
Hashtag ad.
Sort of, yeah. But Game Pass is gas. Enough said. It's literally $15 a month for your Xbox, your PC, and your Xbox Live membership. And there's hella shit on Game Pass, bro. They got all the Halo shit. Halo on day one. Fucking like I mean, literally. GTA, incredible amount of games. But, yeah. So anyway, we hope to see some of y'all at Raleigh here in the next week. We'll probably do a podcast. I don't know if we'll get another one out before then or if we'll do one immediately after as sort of like a post
probably after.
recap
for sure
type show. Yes, for sure afterwards because I'm sure we will have a ton of shit to talk about after that. But yeah, go play the game, go download it, go grind it. Don't be some hating ass bitches. Try out the game, and if you decide you don't like it, then that's cool. But at least try it out a little bit, all right? And stop telling me to go back to Halo 5 because I don't want to, man. That's like personal hell.
I'm not. I
don't want to play that game anymore
at all. I don't think about that game, dude.
I don't think about her anymore.
Right, facts, bro.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I'm trying so hard to forget, and you keep reminding me. Fuck.
It's the scene from Toy Story where he throws Woody back into the chest. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Guardians disc.
Yeah, bro.
I don't play with you anymore.
Facts. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us here today. Remember to hit us up on Twitter at WavelengthsCX. Remember to get after us in the comments. Remember hit all of us up on our personal shit. And yeah, like I said, we'll probably be back here with another show post Raleigh. But yeah, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all listening or watching wherever y'all are at. Remember, we're on YouTube as well as all audio platforms. Spotify, SoundCloud, fucking iTunes, all that shit. Go check us out. But yeah, we love y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Let me coach you so I can get into the event.
Somebody pick this fucking guy up, please. We don't have a spot for him.
Because I'm like coach.